That is another question, and it's a good opinion coming out. You understand? Let Mr. Soludo, Peter Mba answer this question, because you people that are calling for the extradition of Simon Ekpa, that is the brain behind the insecurity in the southeast, and now you people have lobby, let me use the word lobby, with Finland to do what? To detain, according to Nigerian network news. You understand? Now, he have been detained, yet the insecurity did not stop. That means you people have accused this man. That means the insecurity in the southeast was not as a result of Simon Ekpa agitating for the freedom of his brothers and sisters. Not because he has refused to collect bribe from Nigeria to become #1 richest in Africa. Are you getting it? Now, that is why they accused him forcefully. That is why Nigeria took the step that they take to make sure that they stop our PM. But to look at what is happening today, stopping the PM, insecurity continue. All the imposed governors of Southeast that have accused the PM, you people should join the Federal Republic of Nigeria too, to go and face it in the ICC to defend it. Because the ICC is waiting for you and our PM is waiting, fully prepared, waiting for you people. Because I believe if PM, based on their own statement, should stop, that there will be peace in the Southeast. But getting to a month to now, according to Nigerian network, he has been detained, yet what is happening is still happening. That means they forge the allegation against our Prime Minister, and Nigeria must apologize. They must come publicly apologize to our PM. They must come publicly and ask for forgiveness. Both those 50 evidence governors, like Mba have said, all those 50 evidence, they should come with it with apology. Over 50% of apology are approved. Are you getting it? Yes. So they believe that Simon Ekpa should be detained, peace will come. Now he has been detained, there was no peace. Rather, the insecurity increases more. Do you hear me? I say insecurity multiply in the southeast. So the governors, the people accusing Simon Ekpa should be held responsible for the insecurity in the southeast, even with what Soludo have already said. And let me tell you, my people, my Biafrans, don't panic. Our PM is not in detention. Nigeria is just flying with the fake news because they don't have access to his network any longer. Neither did they have any access to his freedom. Sahara report that I've never traveled to Finland is now telling you that our PM is in the worst prison yard. Somebody that have never traveled, did he know road? Did he know Finland before? If not for Simon Ekpa. Did he know road? He didn't know road. The only place he can visit, which he has visited, you know, they pass UK now. That is the bus stop of the Westerners. That is their bus stop, and that have been their bus. Look at the bottommost. Is it not from the UK, tackling Nigeria, and they say the Northerners say they should bring her back to Nigeria. That is their last bus stop. Now they don't go beyond that. You understand me? So all these things, the Southeast governors, now you people should withdraw all this unconducted and impurity of allegation that you people are using against your brothers. For how long shall you continue? Although the Bible have already said that this is the statement from our Lord Jesus Christ, that a man's worst enemy are the members of the household. But to you, the governors, you cannot stop Biafra.
So, but another thing we should take a look at is when what as regards what Soludo said. He said, this agitation that nnamdikanu, he was talking about dictators, even Samuel Ekpa included. That this set of people, agitation have brought a lot of pains. That now look at how people have hijacked, this cause of Biafra agitation to cause mayhem there in the southeast. So is he trying to say that, from what I can deduce, is he now trying to say that the Biafran cause and agitation is just a waste of time? That that he still believes in one Nigeria.
Yes. Let me tell you, take this as a truth word. Soludo is a Nigerian because he's eating from the pots of Nigeria. Soludo believes in the political deceit, political statement of deceit, which Nigeria have been using. The political statement is one Nigeria. How are we one, and what makes us to be one? I have heard this thing before. This is a statement that I hate because it's not true. It's not true. And I repeat this my questions here again based on this question. Soludo, you are believing in one Nigeria, just like your brother will be wasting his time in the corridor of Aso Rock. At the end of the day, the same what happened in 2023 will still happen again. One Nigeria is a scam political statement. Who are the people that believe in one Nigeria? It's only the Easterners, the Igbos, the Biafrans are the people that have that mentality and that spirit of one Nigeria. But beside them, no other person, no other party. Are you hearing me? Because it's only Igbo man that will stand up and leave his father's house and travel to North and build a house there. And make investment there. Believe that we are one. I can invest anywhere. I can make things to happen. You understand? It can go to 37 states that make up the Federation of Nigeria. Igbo people are the one contributing 70% of their development. But how many have the Northern contributed in the East? Or the West contributed, the Yorubas contributed in the Southeast? Name them. Lagos State, we contributed 80% currently as I'm talking to you. So what are we saying? Is it you talk of the Kaduna, talk about the FCT, Abuja itself? You understand? But now, based on this lie of one Nigeria, which we have discovered, you understand? So, nothing like what? One Nigeria. It is a scam, no truth. Because, finally, because Hausa man cannot be a governor in Anambra State. An Igbo man can never rule Lagos State. Can Yoruba man rule Kaduna State? Currently now, lastly, Zamfara has been declared by Zamfara governor that Zamfara is what? Is an Islamic state. Then Lesotho have declared Aba as a Jewish nation, Jewish state. You understand? Whereby this kind of thing is coming. What makes us one? Are you not seeing it as a gospel lie, blatant lie in the face of the universe? Thank you.
Okay, Governor Soludo has come out and said that nnamdikanu release will not what cannot stop insecurity in the southeast. That at long last, the Biafran, agitation has even caused more problem for the southeasterners. That we've seen people now come out, kidnappers, people doing kidnapping for business and what have you. That nnamdikanu's Biafran agitation now has caused more problems, has caused more insecurity. That even though they release nnamdikanu now, it cannot stop insecurity there in the southeast. Do you go with believe what Soludo is saying?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are watching us from. I remember humble self-evangelist Benjamin Johnson is the only Biafran evangelist that speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Hear me and hear me clearly, just as the moderator is asking, based on what the governor of Anambra State have already stated, that insecurity will not stop even if Mazi Nnamdikanu is being free. Now my own question goes like this to him, direct to him. Are you now trying to say that Mazi Nnamdikanu should remain in detention unlawfully? That's my question to him, direct to him. Now I want to say again, I want to speak again. If Mazi Nnamdikanu release will not bring peace in the southeast, definitely what is that will bring peace? Then Soludo, what is your job? What are you doing as a governor? Yes. What are you doing as a governor? Because excuse me, because Soludo is meant to be the one to protect life and property of the state. Are you getting it? To protect life and property of that state. And under his watch, the insecurity has gone worse under his own watch, and he couldn't do anything. Let me tell you this. Indirectly, in case he did not actually understand the implication of that statement, that shows that Soludo is trying to tell Nigerians or the Anambra people that he's not capable, that he doesn't have the quality or the quantity of what it takes to secure life and property in Anambra State. So he's trying to tell them that he cannot secure them. The Anambra citizens should find a way to secure themselves, to protect themselves. That's what Soludo is automatically telling Nigerians, telling everyone in Anambra State. He has exposed his inability as a governor. He has exposed his failurity as a governor. He has exposed his incompetency as a governor of Anambra State. That is what that statement means. And let me tell you, this thing has brought to me the news that that was said by Mazi Nnamdikanu in the Federal Court of Nigeria, that those politicians in the southeast are the one responsible for the insecurity in the southeast. And let me tell you, now currently, I saw in Nigerian newspaper that Nigerians has paid 2.something trillion to kidnappers, and Nigerian government are celebrating it, even putting it on newspaper, giving calculation, federal government paying ransom. That means if you want to walk freely in Nigeria, become what? A terrorist. Join them. There is a saying that if you cannot beat them, you do what? You join them. So join them. To commit crime in Nigeria, you go free. That means, let me tell you this. The politicians in Nigeria, one asks me, how do you stop insecurity in Nigeria? I say, when the politicians decide to stop insecurity, they will stop it. Because the insecurity we are sponsored by who? By Nigerian politicians. Because those criminals, how are they getting gone? Do you know how much is gone? Do you know how much is the cost of the bullets? And do you know how many they are wasting in a day? Before they can be able to kidnap one person, do you know how many bullets they will waste? You understand? Then who is the person kind of supplying those bullets and those guns to them that makes them not to lack bullets and guns? If politicians are not involved. You understand me? So, with what Soludo has said, he said people hijacking. Who are those people that have hijacked the agitation? Even in your own state, who are the people that have hijacked it? Who are they? And since those people have hijacked it, what is your position? What is your responsibility? What are you there for?
He said, these people, they started, using Biafra agitation as a means to start kidnapping. That even though Nnamdikanu comes out now from detention, that they will not listen to him because they started testimony.
Now listen to me. Even if there is Mazi Nnamdikanu, it will not stop it because of some certain persons based on his own statement. Now listen, what is Nigerian security personnel doing in the southeast? All those vigilantes, all those police, all those whatsoever in Nigeria, those security personnel, what is their job? What are they doing? Then I come to federal government. Federal government sometimes have paid ransom to all these kidnappers, paying ransom, compensation to kidnappers. What are you now saying? Definitely, the politician, the government are the one behind the insecurity in Nigeria. And that's just it. If the government can negotiate, can throw a negotiating table, a negotiation office, a place to negotiate for bandits, they call them bandits. You understand? And federal government are negotiating with them. That means the insecurity in Nigeria are the responsibility. The federal government are responsible for it. And who are those federal government? The politicians. Yes, that is what it is. And that is what it means. If you can negotiate, have you ever seen America negotiating with terrorists, bandits? Have you ever seen that? Rather they go after them. Have you ever seen Israel negotiating with a bandit? Rather they go after them. Have you ever seen Germany negotiating with a bandit? Rather they go after them. Have you ever seen Australia? Have you ever seen France? I'm asking, have you ever seen China or Japan or Korea negotiating with bandits? Rather they go after them. But it's only in Nigeria that our own federal government is negotiating with terrorists, bandits. That is to tell you the insecurity in the southeast is not. The truth is coming now. Indirectly, you know, federal government and the military chief of defense, what is his name? Christopher Musa have already been accusing all the IPOB. Do you see the indirect truth now coming out from the state governor of Anambra State? That means IPOB are not the one. They are not terrorists. IPOB is not terrorists. IPOB, they are not terrorists. So the executive governors, politicians in Nigeria, they know the terrorists and they know where they are and they know how they operate and where they come from. And that is why they are negotiating with them. IPOB is not terrorists. So let them stop tagging IPOB as terrorists.
Okay, but we heard last week that the veterans of army in Igbo in America, you know, the Igbos, you know, American veteran, in America. Yes, veteran. Yeah. You know, they come and they said one of this governor was blocking the imminent release of nnamdikanu. They said, you know, one of the governors, one of the top governors in Southeast was blocking because of his 2027 vice presidential, you know, ambition. With what Soludo is saying now, are you not trying to say? Will you say Soludo that?
With what Soludo have said, my brother, don't go further. With what Soludo have said, and with what hope Uzodeojo have already said before now. Are you getting it? Uzodeojo said, I think in September, or when did that whole Imo State election? November 11, Abi. November 11. He said they should keep Kanu there, they should not release him until after the election. That's what he said. So definitely what the young man, the veteran is saying was true. The Nigerian governor, one of them, Uzodema. And with what is his name now? Soludo has said again, yes, they are the one.
Do you not think Soludo is being realistic? What he's saying?
I said truth indirectly. In the other hand, he have exposed himself that is not capable, that he cannot handle what is there. The insecurity in the southeast, him cannot handle it, especially in his own state.
But in general, it's not only in Anambra.
Excuse me.
It's all over the southeast.
He's supposed to take care of his own territory as a governor, because that was his primary goal. That was his primary goal, to secure. He's supposed to take care of his own state. You understand me? Yes, he's supposed to, because by voting him, people believe that he has what it takes to manage whatsoever that is going on in the state. But with this now, so what the veteran is saying is completely pure truth, because of their selfish ambition. Remember, I've said this thing before. Selfishness is the problem of those Southeast governors. Those imposed, not governors, but imposed governors.
Okay, let's take a look at what he said. He said the people killing the Biafrans there in the Southeast are what? Are Igbos themselves. He didn't even say the Fulanis. He said that the Igbos. And when you look at these people, they are non-indigenous of that of Anambra State, that these people are just hiding behind Nnamdikanu's detention. He said that they are Igbos that are killed, not even the Fulani.
Now, excuse me, what do you expect from him? Look at the statement. There are non-indigenous. Non-indigenous. Okay, non-indigenous of Anambra State. First and foremost, like I said before, is supposed to protect and secure his own place first. So those non-indigenous, if he do his job very well, they will not have access to come and cause havoc in his own state. Let him admit it, that he is a failure, that he has failed. Let him admit it. He has failed. You understand? By saying this, how did those people enter? When is it that they will come and they will operate and they will go successfully? Nothing will happen to them. And they have security personnel in Anambra State. Where are those securities? What are they doing? What is their job? That's it. What is their job? What are they doing? So definitely, in other words, the people, the non-indigenous, you know, he doesn't want to, he using the right word. You understand? Should I, okay, permit me to use this word, an adjective verb of phrase. He said there are non-indigenous, but yet they are not what? The Fulanis. Then who are those people if they are not Fulanis? Who are they if they are not Fulanis? Then is it the same people that surrendered a farmer in his farmland, in a rice farmland in Enugu State, non-indigenous? Where did that come from? Is it not Fulanis that handled gun to surrender that man and the farm workers? Didn't you see the video on social media everywhere? Didn't you see the video? Is those one? Yes, he was right, non-indigenous, but he was wrong by saying not Fulanis, because those ones are part of our evidence.
But we've seen people who come out and say that, okay, now Ekpa is in, they said he has been arrested. So why is he not coming out to complain that as regards the insecurity, continuous insecurity in the south?
That is another question, and it's a good opinion coming out. You understand? Let Mr. Soludo, who opposed them, Peter Mba, answer this question, because you people that are calling for the extradition of Simon Ekpa, that is the brain behind the insecurity in the southeast, and now you people have lobby. Let me use the word lobby with Finland to do what? To detain, according to Nigerian Network News. You understand? Now, he have been detained, yet the insecurity did not stop. That means you people have accused this man. That means the insecurity in the southeast was not as a result of Simon Ekpa agitating for the freedom of his brothers and sisters. Not because he has refused to collect bribe from Nigeria to become #1 richest in Africa. Are you getting it? Now, that is why they accused him forcefully. That is why Nigeria took the step that they take to make sure that they stop our PM. But to look at what is happening today. Stopping the PM, insecurity continue. All the imposed governors of Southeast that have accused the PM, you people should join the Federal Republic of Nigeria too, to go and face it in the ICC to defend it. Because the ICC is waiting for you and our PM is waiting, fully prepared, waiting for you people. Because I believe if PM, based on their own statement, should stop, that there will be peace in the Southeast. But getting to a month to now, according to Nigerian Network, he has been detained. Yet, what is happening is still happening. That means they forge the allegation against our Prime Minister, and Nigeria must apologize. They must come publicly apologize to our PM. They must come publicly and ask for forgiveness. Both those 50 evidence governors Mbad have said, all those that 50 evidence, they should come with it with apology. Over 50% of apology are approved. Are you getting it? Yes. So they believe that Simon Ekpa should be detained, peace will come. Now he has been detained, there was no peace. Rather, the insecurity increases more. Do you hear me? I say insecurity multiply in the southeast. So the governors, the people accusing Simon Ekpa should be held responsible for the insecurity in the southeast, even with what Soludo have already said. And let me tell you, my people, my Biafrans, don't panic. Our PM is not in detention. Nigeria is just flying with the fake news because they don't have access to his network any longer. Neither did they have any access to his freedom.